Praise the Lord, church. Hi, my name is Tiana, for those that don't know me. And I'm just here to testify on what God has done in my life and how I've come to church. It is a great honor and privilege to share my testimony today to hopefully encourage other people to remind themselves where they started from. So growing up, I was Catholic. I was only 2 times a year Catholic, so Christmas and Easter. I went to a Catholic school, but I didn't know Christ, so I didn't have the foundation set in place. So naturally, of course, I did the things of the world, partying, smoking, drugs, drinking. I was probably 17 at the time, and alcohol really took its place in my life. I spiraled to alcohol a lot. I loved it. I was the person that would G it up for other people. I was a go hard or go home person. I drank most weekends. It was becoming a routine at that point, living paycheck to paycheck, thinking I was rich whenever I was drunk. You know how it goes. So that was most of my life. I loved music festivals, raves, so was waiting for when the next one was to try and fill a void and to sort of bury down everything that has happened in my life. It was only until March 2022, so last year, that's when I came to God. My partner Isaac brought me to POS, and at first I was just coming to make him happy, please him, just be there for him. When he first told me he found God, I didn't really understand it because I don't have much of a foundation of it, so I was just coming just to please him. He brought me to the 11:15 service, and when I first walked in, I was confused. Shouting, praising, worshipping, that was something that I've never seen before in a Catholic church before, so I was confused. Yeah, I basically made up my mind within the first 5 minutes that I wasn't going to come back. I was really set on my decision, to be honest, that I wasn't going to come back. But that day, it was the altar call that changed my life. When Pastor Stan opened the altar, I felt prompted to follow for some reason, and I went. I didn't know how to pray. I didn't know what an altar call was, but I just closed my eyes and I just asked God, and I said, if you're real, help me feel your presence. I think that was what I was lacking because I never felt it before. So I closed my eyes and I asked him, and of course he came through. I felt his presence. I felt loved and accepted in ways that I've never had before in the world. And I was just so confused what this feeling was because I was bawling my eyes out. It was so unknown to me. I've never cried at a church service before, even when I went twice a year. I just never, this feeling was so unknown to me. It felt like when someone was hugging you really tight and never want to let go of you. That's what it felt like at the altar. And I guess that's what made me curious to keep coming back. So I came back and I wanted to learn more. So I'm here to testify today that God works in mysterious ways, because I never thought about seeking the kingdom. I never thought about reading the word. I didn't even own a Bible, even though I went to a Catholic school. And I was so consumed in the world that I didn't know I needed to hear the small, still voice. So he uses people to guide you to the right places. So in my case, he used Isaac to bring me to POS. I had to catch to meet Sister Frida to learn how important it is to know the word and how important it is to have foundations, because I never had that. And I just thank God for bringing me out of my alcohol phase and drugs and addictions. So I'm here to share that this walk has been the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I'm 23 now, but even though it's hard, it's been so fulfilling in my life. I no longer drink. I'm no longer bounded by drugs and alcohol. I've gotten out of my nicotine addiction. I fasted just to get out of it, and God's been working alongside with me to get out of it, because there was no way I could have gotten out of my nicotine addiction. I'm now 3 months nicotine free, and I thank God for helping me get out of it. And yeah, it's just been so amazing that God's been changing my life around. I never would have thought I would have gotten out of many things. I could have died on most nights when I was out partying, but God still protected me and wanted me to come home to Him. He made sure I came home to Him in the end. So I just hope that this testimony encourages someone to stay in church and keep seeking God, because He can change your life around. If He can change my life around, He can change your life around. Thank you.